Welcome to today's Research Business Daily Report, where we're going to delve into the statistical impact of micro-influencers, and then an introduction of a new company measurement, tone of voice. RBDR sponsored today and all this week by 4i University, which is owned by 4i Group, which in itself recognizes all too well that the skill sets inside client research functions, even while coping with reduced research budgets, must still find a way to deliver faster, deeper, and better insights. And these research functions are continuing to evolve. Thus, the need for something like 4i University, which will be the only training service to provide research functions those cutting-edge necessary skills, plus a focus on a consultative approach, and combine that with a leveraging of foresight analytics. Check out 4igrowth.com to find out more about all this. Gary Picciarello for AmericanGenius.com authored a piece on micro-influencers, who, it was pointed out, are not traditional celebrities, but individuals who work in their field of interest and are truly knowledgeable, passionate, and authentic. And on top of that, micro-influencers are seen as a trusted source when recommendations are sought for exactly what to purchase. Wharton School marketing professor Dr. Jonah Berger and the Keller Fay Group studied micro-influencers and showed them to be a reliable and creditable channel with real impact in swaying consumer behavior. In fact, their study outlined why micro-influencers are having such impact. For instance, they have up to 22.2 times more conversations every week than the average consumer about things to buy. But that potential impact grows even more powerful when another number from the study is brought to your attention, and that is the 82% of consumers who were surveyed reported that they are highly likely to follow a recommendation made by a micro-influencer. These micro-influencers are also more credible and believable, more knowledgeable, and better at explaining how a product under discussion works than the average consumer, according to the study. Moving on, ready or not, it's time to introduce you to the latest pet research phrase, tone of voice. It's an idea and a philosophy for a company and its brands that pushes the point that special thought that in general hasn't been considered must be included in messaging about and in support of a specific brand. It goes to show that message that is delivered, or if you prefer, how language is used in that message, is vitally important. And that needs to be driven into every brand message, from what employees and call centers say, all the way through advertising in all its shapes and forms. Tone of voice has a place in the UK, and it is only now being introduced in the United States. Back in December, the Writer Brand Language Consultancy commissioned a study by Illuma Research that, not surprisingly, discovered that it's virtually unknown here in the U.S., although there are a group of trailblazers who have a tone of voice in their system and are getting huge value from it. Who are these companies? Cisco, which began a tone of voice initiative 3 years ago, and MailChimp, Walmart, Aetna, and AT&T. 70% of businesses who already have a tone of voice say it is just as important as their visual identity. 96% of businesses that have adopted tone of voice say they would invest in it again. One reason? It has a very, very good cost, $148,000 typically for a business. The writer's U.S. director, Anelia Varela, says businesses that offer complex products and services often find themselves drowning in jargon that just doesn't connect with customers. Tone of voice can help them communicate more clearly and stand out in the market. It also makes brand messaging more relevant to customers, and it creates a consistent brand message. So for more information about tone of voice, if you are so disposed, you can email the email address that you see on the screen to my right. That's your Research Business Daily Report, sponsored today and this week by 4i University. Owned by the 4i Group, it recognizes all too well that skill sets inside client research functions, even as they cope with reduced research budgets, must find ways to deliver faster, deeper, and yes, better insights. And these functions are continuing to evolve. So the need for 4i University grows every day. It is the only training service that will provide research functions with the cutting-edge necessary skills, plus a focus on a consultative approach, combining that with the leveraging of foresight analytics. We encourage you to check out 4igrowth.com to find out much more. We hope you have a great research day and that the remainder of your research week is a profitable one. Then we hope that you'll enjoy your weekend, and finally, that you'll be back here on Monday morning looking for us.